Hey, this your girl Earl from Embracing Reborn, and we have with us today little baby Reva, and we're gonna try to do a little feeding video. I just made her a bottle. Hold on, let me get her bib. We got this lovely pink bib, which says Little Misbehaving, and we got that from Miss Dawn. Y'all check out her channel on Dawn World of Babies. And we're not doing a change of video today. We just kind of do a feeding and a little bit of chatting. Can I get the nipple? She don't want to give up the nipple. Had a little gel on this here prior to doing the video, so I'm hoping it would go on with ease, and it did. And this is actually my first time using this particular bottle. This is the bottle that came with her from Claire Taylor Dolls. But I was watching a video this morning that Erica did, and she was talking about doing custom dolls and doing layaways. And due to the fact that I'd had all of the above, I figured, well, let me just piggyback off of that video and talk about my little experience with little Miss Reva here. Now, I don't know if you all have seen any of my previous videos, but my little Canella, she is the collar scout by Claire Taylor. And she was a custom doll, the low micro preemie. And when I always, when Serenity had Mia, and even when Moms Forever, she got little Mia, and she had the little boy. I just fell in love with those little micro preemie scouts, even though I was always scared of them because it was so tiny. And like I said, when Claire came out with the Gabby Gale scout, and I really wanted the Gabby Gale. And that was, Gabby Gale was supposed to be my first silicone purchase. And I contacted Claire, and I told her, and it was in the middle of the week, that I was very interested in doing the Gabby Gale scout. And she was saying that she was taking deposit. There was still a few spaces still available. And I ended up, I asked her, well, I got paid that Friday. But when I get paid, when I get off the bank, be closed. So I told her that can I make, because she hold me a spot and I make the payment that Saturday, because I was very interested. And she said yes. Well, unbeknownst to me, she emailed me back and wanted to know my PayPal address, email address, because it wasn't the same as the email that I emailed her from. And on your cell phones, because I didn't have internet service, but with the exception of my cell phones, and for some reason, sometimes you can see the whole message from Gmail on your phones, and some days it acts up and all you can see is who you getting it from, but you can't see the contents within the text. And that's how it was. I can see what she was writing me. But I knew she had already told me about holding the thing for me, so it I thought everything was good. And when Saturday came, I came over to Mama's house to use her desktop to contact Claire and tell her, because she sent me an invoice now and I'm ready to pay my deposit. And she said, because I then get back to her, and all this happened within a matter of a couple of days apart. And because I didn't get back with her after she sent, requesting for my email address for PayPal, she just assumed I didn't want the doll again, and the spot went. Well, literally, I just might as well be honest with you. I cried. I literally cried, because that's how bad I just knew I was already in the 30, and I knew I had my spot already thing. And like she said, she was willing to hold it for me, but because she didn't hear me respond back from that particular text, she sold the spot. Which, I mean, literally the day before. But so then the only doll she had available at that time was April, which I always adored Little BBG. And even though Miss Serenity sold her, I'm glad we still able to see her on YouTube through T Chambers. Because I'm always commenting on her videos because I think she is such a pretty baby. And anyway, getting back to what I was talking about, I did not have the kind of money to purchase the April, and I didn't think I would have all the money within the time period of the layaway allotment that she allowed at that time. And so the next best thing for me was the mini version of April. Well, yeah, literally the mini version of April, because April is poured in one piece. The only thing, April has a skull and a spine and all of that. So the next thing was the micro preemie collar, and because I like that being poured in one piece. And actually, I like the one piece scalps. I thought way better than having the ball and joint like Reva here. Reva has the ball and joint, but I'm here to tell you, comparing the two dolls, even though Claire poured this particular silicone doll here, and she painted it and rooted it and everything, to me, her silicone feels way different from the one that she put, and this is a ball and joint. This is a ball and joint scalp here. She feels way different from the collar scalp. Now, I even went on the Etsy shop, and sticking with our unicorn theme, I found this burp cloth here, and the lady embroidered. Let me see, what's the name of the arms? I don't know if you can see it. I hope it's in frame. And it's from Southern Sleek Boutique and Embroidery. She has a Etsy shop, but I'll put all the information below this video. So I just wanted to show that. But I'm try to work little Reva here while we still chat a little bit. And I know Reva might be out of frame for a second, but just give me a second to burp this baby, and then we can continue on with our conversation. But even though the little collar scalp, to me, and I honestly, I got to look back on the paperwork and everything to see which platinum she used for the silicone for this scalp as well as the collar scalp, because even though both been poured, like I say, and done by her. Okay, she finished. Let's lay her down. She was let's turn her around so you can see her aunties and uncles. And her head moves really good, even though she is Reva's ball jointed. But the thing that I like about the collar scalp versus the Reva scalp, if anybody's getting one from Claire Taylor, whether it's ball jointed or the one piece, like Reva doesn't have the squishy stomach. The collar, the micro preemie does. I would advise you to invest that little bit more money and get the squishy stomach, because I can squeeze on her stomach and legs all day long. It just fascinates me. But and even though Reva is very flexible and she's very squishy and soft, it's still, you know, her silicone is a little bit more solid than the collar one, and she doesn't have the squishy stomach. But like I said, collar was on a 6 months layaway, I believe that's what she did, and I paid what she asked for the down payment, and that was earlier during the spring or summer or something like that. And when the 6 month hit, and I told her I wanted an ethnic version, because when I first saw Mia had the shorter, smoother hair, and when Maisie Lily, I think that's how you pronounce her name, when she opened up her collar, hers had the little longer hair, And I didn't know you can get them with longer hair. And so I contacted Claire then whenever Miss Maisie Lynn Lully, she's on YouTube. When she got her collar and I saw it with the longer hair, I contacted Claire Taylor and asked, can she do a biracial ethnic skin tone one with the longer curly hair? But I wanted curly hair and I wanted a head full of hair to make it look, more ethnic. And she said, yeah, that's no problem. And I told her I wanted either hazel or gray eyes. And so she sent me the invoice saying hazel eyes because I guess that's what she had in stock. But then when I made the final payment, which was the last month of the layaway, I made the second payment and just paid her out. And I had to go through so many emails to figure out when did I even put her on layaway. And I didn't forget about her. I just been doing other stuff. And I still was saving money, until I got her. And I paid her out in the second payment. I just did 2 payments on her. And so when she told me she was going to start, she thanked me for paying her out. And she was going to start on mine. And then I was asking her, well, do you do pictures, work in progress pictures? And she said, no, she don't do work in progress pictures. She usually send a picture to get your approval prior to the baby coming home. And when I got the next email from her was I don't know if it was because I always get Christmas and Thanksgiving just a couple of weeks apart, but I knew it was during one of those holidays. She said she was about to start rooting my hair. As a matter of fact, I think when she put when Reva actually went on for auction, and I saw the video that Reva was coming out and going on auction, and she said I got 3 different emails, and every last one is signed up to Claire Taylor website. And so when I got the email stating that this was going to be the last ethnic doll she's going to be doing this year, and that come next year she wasn't doing any more custom, she going back to, I guess making her dolls and putting them on eBay and selling them that way like she used to do back in the day. Now when Reva was on auction, like I said, I told her Reva was so pretty and I liked the way Reva hair was. And she said we never decided, we said we wanted darker curly hair, but we never decided on what hair color I wanted for color. And she asked me, was the dark brown okay? And I tell her, yes, that's fine. I like the way you had Reva rooted, but can I get it just a little bit thicker for color? And she said, no problem. And so when she was rooting the hair, I was like, oh, well, I need to go on and get Carla a Christmas outfit, which I did, because she'll be here for Christmas because I already paid her out. Well, then when nobody looking like they were going to bid on Reva, I told my husband about it, and I told him that I said, now let me see if she'll work with us with a payment plan or something like that, and if she would allow me to put this one on layaway just for a short time. He said he can get it for me for Valentine's Day. Well, I knew she said she would have did it for 30 days. Well, I tell her I needed a little bit longer than 30 days. Well, every week I'm running to the mailbox looking for Carla because I know Carla was already paid for. But then when she didn't get here for Christmas, I'm like, oh, maybe she's waiting. And I keep telling everybody she's coming, she's coming. Well, kind of find out she was waiting for me to pay off Reva so that way she can say and ship them both at one time. And it was, saved with the shipping costs and everything like that. So that which was the hold up. Yes, I did pay her off in their allotted time, but due to the fact that we put this one on layaway, and due to the fact that I paid that one off in 2 payments, she was very willing to work with me and on getting for my husband to get Reva for me for Valentine's Day. And we paid Reva off, if I'm not mistaken. I believe it was 3 payments, if I'm not mistaken. And we paid Reva off, and when she got the payment for Reva, that's when she said, well, I'll send you, Carla been finished, but she never sent me the pictures. And she said, "Well, I'll get them ready. I got Reva package to ship, but I'll send you the pictures of Carla to get your approval prior to boxing her and putting her in there with Reva." And that whole night, I sat up waiting, looking for pictures, looking for pictures. So the next morning, I didn't want to be sickening because when I already saw when she said she's not even doing no more customs, and and also prior to that thing going out about Reva and she wasn't going to do any more customs come 2018, when she had spoke about her having storm damage and falling behind on some of the orders she already have. And everybody need to be really understanding that things like hurricanes and stuff like that, I mean, it's a part of life. Things do happen, so that would put her behind. So I definitely was going to rush her, or whenever the babies got here, the baby was going to get here. And as far as me wanting a full body silicone doll, I've heard, like I said, I go to Doll Fan. And for those who aren't familiar with Doll Fan, it's doll-fan.com. And they sell a lot of new and used dolls as well. And I used to go in there every day looking for that perfect doll. And every now and then you would come up across Claire Taylor dolls, but you very rarely ever come up with any ethnic dolls. And after we had just paid, I believe when I paid the collar out, I don't know what that I already paid on Reba. Finally, Jade comes available, and to be honest with you, for with the two costs, almost the same thing as what Jade was. But anyway, like you always say, what God has for you is for you. And I'm just glad I still get to see little baby Jade on T Chambers website, and she dresses her so pretty. I enjoy seeing not only Jade, but all of her dolls. But getting back to Claire Taylor, I decided to, when we paid out Reva, I've been nesting for the little Canella, which is the micro preemie, and I wasn't going to get too much things for Reva, with the exception of the little unicorn theme things that I wanted to get, because I know, that's the theme that I wanted to do with her, for her, well, no, I don't want to put that there to hide her little face. Put her little unicorn right here by her. But, I wanted to do a unicorn theme for the two of them, so I got a lot of little things with the unicorns. And when Erica was saying she waited for her baby, she doing the princess themes for hers. And I said, well, I'm doing a unicorn theme for mine because I like the unicorn. So I was picking up everything with unicorn on. And they even got all the unicorn print cloth diapers and everything. And like I said, even when the micro preemie, she came here, the mailing package had unicorn on it. So it was just fate to me. That's the theme I was supposed to be going with them. But like I said, with the full body one, she is ball and jointed. And believe it or not, I didn't think I would ever like a ball and joint, but as you can see, I'm going to turn her head side to side. And I hope it's still in frame with me setting the orders in on her. Her head turns really easy to be ball and jointed. And Reva's a good size, good weight. She only weighed newborn size. I tried putting her on something 0 to 3 months, and it was so loose and baggy on her. And even though this newborn, she still got a lot of room in this newborn. So I don't know, she might can probably even wear a little few bigger preemies, I'm not sure. But, and she's the perfect little weight because she's heavy enough. And I got the other doll, which is the Raven. One thing a lot of people don't know about me, to look at me and hear me sometimes, I be laughing and cutting up all the time. And even though I like to hang out with my little sisters and cousins now, I think I'm on age with them, but I'm not. In 3 more years, I'll be 50 years old. And within my 47 years of existence, I've had 10 surgeries, but 2 of them has been on the same arm, and I have herniated disc in my back. That doll wore my arm and back out just getting her out the box. I did a box opening video. I can't even show it. I was struggling so much in that video. It was a hot mess. I never even posted it. I just redid a video after I got the blanket off, and to be honest with you, I haven't done anything with that dog because she is so heavy. So as far as silicone dolls, Reva and Lo Canella is my dream baby. I wish I had gotten a boy to go with little Reva, or better yet, gotten another girl that had twins with them, because I really think I like the little, ever since I got her, I think I like the little preemie size better than I like my bigger reborn dolls, because she's so fun to change, and even though he's so delicate, you got to be so careful with their little fingers and toes. But I thoroughly enjoyed changing videos with her. But, and even if it wasn't even like I say, even with my reborn dolls, my vinyl dolls, I found out all of them with this. Yeah, let me see. 2 of them I purchased. No, well, out the ones that y'all have seen on eBay, on YouTube. I'm sorry. 2 of those I purchased new, and that was Suri, and Kensington. All the rest of the ones that y'all see me have on YouTube, I purchased pre-owned, but also off of eBay. And some of them, I did contacted the person, and they allowed me to, they took the doll down from the listing and actually did a layaway with me right off of eBay. So you wouldn't know until you ask. But I always feel like this here, because a lot of the larger channels, when they have dolls for sale, a lot of people don't want to work with you. But then you hear them say in some of their previous videos how when they've been getting dolls, they've had people that they've contacted and they did layaways. And as big as Claire Taylor was, she allowed people to lay away. I know a lot of people have problems with people laying away a doll, because I've had a doll one time I appeared on, and actually, because I was doing private duty nursing, and my patient passed away, so I didn't have any work because I was self-employed. So then I was unable to pay for the doll, but I understand that the money that I put in the doll was non-refundable. And I even stressed the person, if they would work with me and they would allow me to do a layaway, regardless if life happens, I won't be looking back for any money if I'm unable to purchase the doll. And that's exactly what ended up happening. I didn't have a job, so I was unable to finish paying for the doll. But I say this to say, somebody stepped out on faith to work with you. So when smaller channels or somebody who just starting out in the community and they want to purchase a doll and they may not have all the money, why don't you just step out on faith and allow them to lay away? Mom always taught me a promise is just as good as the person who makes it. So with that being said, we always try to give everybody the benefit of a doubt and just hold them to their word. And so somebody hold you at yours in order for you to get your collection started. Just take that in consideration when somebody reach out to you when you do have something for sale, and ask, can you do a layaway? Just like with Peyton, when Bohemian Doll Lover said that she was going to put her up for sale, and I contacted her, and she said how much she wanted for the doll, and I asked her, would you be willing to do a layaway with me? And she said yes. And because I knew I didn't have all the money at the time. But then I ended up getting the money. And then I tell her, that's okay. I was able to pay for the whole thing. And I did end up paying out for the entire doll. and got it from her. But just the idea, she's all the way in the Bahamas, and I'm here in the United States, and she was willing to trust me at my word and was willing to take a risk and allow me to lay away from her. And so, but it's sad because I've contacted so many other people on YouTube prior to getting paid, and nobody was willing to do a layaway with me. And some of the same ones that wouldn't do a layaway with or wouldn't even respond back to some of my questions. I've seen some of their old movies on their channels, and it says that how they've even layaway dolls. But you know, like I say, everybody got to start out from somewhere, and sometimes you just got to take a chance on the smaller channels. And in the same way these smaller channels subscribe to your channel, why not show the same common courtesy and subscribe back to their channel every day? I mean, I know some people are busy, they got work, but even you ain't gonna tell me you don't have 1 hour at some point of the week that you can go back on the activity of your channel and just send a little note saying thank you for subscribing to my channel. Everybody, and it may be 1 or 2 that might slip through the crack, but anytime somebody subscribed to my channel, when I go to that activity and I see I got a new subscriber, I really try my hardest to go right back if I haven't already subscribed to their channel and hit subscribe to their channel, because it ain't no more than fair. You know, if they take the time to watch my videos, I feel as though I can take the time and watch their videos. Yeah, a lot of you all got thousands of subscribers and stuff, but I mean, I just want to support people that support me just the same. That's all I'm saying. But I just wanted to share a little bit of my experience with Claire Taylor. And I still need to write her and ask her what the color of those eyes she put on Canella, because like I said, I wanted gray or hazel, and I'm gonna tell y'all those eyes that she got on Canella is a combination. Is hazel look like in the very center around the low iris, and then you got a ring of gray, and then around that ring of gray looks like a ring of blue. Those are the prettiest glass eyes I've ever seen. And I really, really, really would like to get an open eye baby someday with that with same color eye, because that eye is absolutely beautiful. You can't see it when I take pictures of her, but on a couple of the picture slides, if you freeze the frame, pause the frame, and then enlarge the little square that's in the corner, enlarge the picture, and just get a good look at her eye color, it's just amazing. So anybody who even doing a custom and you want a pretty eye color, say, you know, ask her, well, can you put that color eye that you put in Carla's, which is little Canella's eye, cause the little ethnic color eye, because I'm gonna tell you, that is a beautiful, beautiful eye color. And I've seen several of Claire Taylor ethnic dolls, and every last one seemed like they got different skin tones. I've seen it from lighter skin to the darker complexion, but there hasn't been a doll that I haven't seen on YouTube that the painting isn't just outstanding. Rather, it's ethnic Caucasian, and even the Asian ones that she came out. I don't know, was that Asian or Latin, but those ones she had, everyone is absolutely beautiful. I mean, I didn't like some of all the scalps, but the painting work on it, they were absolutely out of this world. And to this day, ever since I got these silicone babies, my mom is so scared of these dolls. She don't want me to bring them in her room. She don't want to hold them. Now, she'll hold and touch all the vinyl ones, but she will not hold these silicone dolls, because she said it scared her because it looks so real and the skin looks so real, and just the color, just everything about the dolls. She just said, especially the sleeping one that's in my lap, to her, she think it looks like a dead baby. So, especially with her feeling cool to touch. So I'm hoping in the summertime she warms up some. And usually after a while, when you hold her, you can feel her warming up. But even last night, I was having a hot flash, and I laid her across my chest, and that even helped cool me down, because her body temperature was so cool, it cooled me from the inside out. But anyway, let me go, because I just sound like one long run-on sentence, and I got the gift of gab, and like I said, I can talk and talk and talk and talk, and this video can go on for hours. But let me get this one here up. And I just wanted to chat a little bit about my experience with Claire Taylor, with Little Miss Reva, and with Baby Canella. And I hope anybody else who's getting a silicone doll in the near future, I hope they have good experiences with theirs, because I really did have a good experience with mine. Like I said, I didn't get pictures from Claire till the day before she shipped up. I tell her I love everything about the doll. There's nothing she need to change. Just put her in a box and send her on to me. So I had really good experience with my custom, as well as Reva, who she just painted, and I just fell in love with her. And I just wanted to say that. And as well as my Raven. Raven is a beautiful scalp. She's a very beautiful doll. And even her fingernails and toenails, I mean, everything about the doll is really, really pretty. She's just heavy. I just can't, it just hurts me to hold her. But she's a beautiful, beautiful partial silicone doll. Cause I got everything I wanted. I wanted a preemie, I wanted a full body silicone, and I wanted a partial silicone, and I got it all. Received all within a matter of a couple of weeks. But because Raven been here for the longest, I just never opened the box, because I just really wanted to enjoy Reva and Canella, and I didn't want to take the joy away from me enjoying them. And so I finally opened her box, and I enjoy her, but I just can't handle her. But I'm very content with my collection now. I was so content, I actually had a lapse where I was thinking in my mind that I was going to sell probably all of my reborn vinyl dolls, with the exception of maybe 2 or 3 of them at one point, because that's how content and satisfied I was with these 2 silicones. I didn't think I would like silicone that much, but I really, really enjoy these babies. And I don't think everybody have to get 3 at one time, but I just feel that as a collective who haven't experienced silicone, even whether it's a partial or a full body, I just think everybody need to try to just get one in their collection and see whether they like it or not. And like I say, I never had nothing to compare them to except for what I saw online, because this is actually my first time touching, feeling, or experiencing silicone dolls for myself. And I am very, very pleased and a satisfied customer. Anyway, that's your girl Earl from Embracing Reborn. Sorry this video is going on long. And this is Baby Reva. And we're going to put her down in her carrier or in the cradle and allow her to go to bed and take her a nap, so I can go feed Baby Canella. And I'll talk to y'all later. Thank you. Bye.